Good evening, everybody. How are you? If you have a very short attention span, this video is not for you. Just keep it scrolling. But I want to speak on a certain topic that has really gotten the rounds on social media when it comes to titles. Generally, for those of you that are not aware, so I was on a podcast, the Honest Bunch podcast with Daddy Freeze, husband material, Zine, and forgotten the last beautiful lady. And during the course of this conversation, Daddy Freeze specifically spoke about how divorcees, single mothers, single fathers are not like this environment does not treat them well. You know, there's always this perception, negative perception around and stigmatization around them on various levels. And I said, yes, I can actually attest to that as well, because I've had a scenario where a man said to me that, no, we cannot have this thing, committed relationship, because I have a child or I have two kids, right? And it's not like they don't want to date me. It's a matter of, I just don't date. If you want to date, we have to go there. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not even the main thing. Then there was, I think, a Twitter response to that, because it was a clickbait title that probably sparked, that triggered that need to respond to me negatively. And it was said, I think it started with, sweetheart, that is not the reason. We were both on a project, a 40-plus-year-old man like me, and I spoke to him condescendingly, or I spoke to him like a child, and demanding that he called me Dr. Kaffy. Okay. And I also saw yesterday that Dang, Diary of a Nigerian Girl, Ife, did an amazing job by trying to express this particular situation as not just about Kaffy. It's bigger than that, because women experience this a lot. And I heard different school of thoughts. A lot of women came on that post to even express and explain their experiences, while some felt that, oh, I must have said something really condescending to that man. Whatever it is, any side everybody want to take. What some people feel like it's not only men that go through, the women to go through it. In life, most of the flaws we complain about are human flaws, but we also should not shy away from certain systematic experiences, negative experiences that each gender faces. So there are some negative experiences that mostly women face it, and there are some that a lot of men face it. Some certain things, it's a human scenario, but probably the voice of women are louder about that scenario than men. And there are certain things men deal with much more, and they loud in more than women. That is just to create a level playing ground in terms of how we all complain about that. But when it comes to the matter of titles and all of that, number one, let me first speak to the people that are like, it's an honorary doctorate. You don't technically are not a doctor, blah, blah, blah. I think we are missing the point here. Honor was bestowed. And when the honor was bestowed, beside my name, in front of my name, doctor was there. Honorary doctorate degree was there. You are missing the point that as a dancer, which I feel some of the reason why some people just want to force me down. The Nigerians, especially Nigerians, I'm saying it as a Nigerian, we have this mentality whereby if it's not governor, doctor, general, president among the nation, right? There are certain respect you just don't want to accord to people. And I faced it as a dancer in this country a lot. I faced it from men and from women. So it's not just a man thing that this derogatory approach occurs. If women do it too, it's almost the same way they treat women on a Mr. and Mrs. level. Women to do that, because we have this conditioning. You are missing the point that in the world of dance globally, a dancer, a Nigerian that you should be proud of, is honored twice, not once, twice, a doctorate degree for her exemplary service to the industry that she's playing at. How many dancers do you hear in the world attain that? And I'm proud of that. And I'm honored with that. The academics, the PhD holders, the people who have studied and have done all of that, they are the one who looked at my side and said, we want to come. And in their very words, the day that they were giving me, honoring me, they mentioned particularly that we are proud of what you are able to do. And we're here to honor that. You inspire us. Tears came down my eyes that day, because I'm that child I loved and wanted to go to the university and finish, but I couldn't because life lifed. And God decided to award that, because Academics does not stop you from being human. It doesn't stop you from service to humanity. It doesn't stop you from expressing things. Just because I'm not an engineer doesn't mean I can't engineer. Just because I am not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Should I kill myself for that, flog myself for that? No. And in the aspect of me demanding to be spoken to a certain way, it is courtesy. Even in the Western world that people are claiming the title is not a thing for them. Let me tell you how they are addressed is a thing for them. I have been in all levels of professional settings globally, and 99.9% of the time, the remaining 1% is because they naturally just address you the way that you should be addressed. They will ask you, how do I address you, ma'am? How do I address you? Young, old, people that are older than me, I've asked, how do I address you? People that are older than me have called me ma'am, and vice versa. I don't need you to be a president general among the nation before I call you respect. I stay in an estate that has 35 security men, older men. I think the youngest man could probably be my age. But 75% of these men are older men, and they honor me. I have been in this industry for 25 years, male-dominated industry, and I've sustained it among men, good men that do not see me or count me intimidating. Neither have they expressed to me in a condescending manner. And there's always going to be an exemption to the rule. There's always going to be people who will try to try you, but that's a cultural programming. In Africa, coming to that, we are all big on respect. Even in our homes, I dare not call my immediate senior by name. It's Auntie Folake, Auntie Yetunde, Auntie. Even if they ask you to call them by their name, if you feel somehow. There are some cultures and families that allow same name calling. However, the energy and tone at which they speak to you is never condescending. For me to have to check you, correct you, or put that boundary there is because you've already come with the energy that's stripping that boundary up and coming with an entitled energy that feels you can just speak to me anyhow. And it's natural. In Africa, especially in Nigeria, the moment you allow people to call you by name, they start to drop respect for you. I don't know what it's a subconscious thing, but it happens. I have friends that by virtue of their position, I still put Mr. in their name. Peter, I still call him Mr. P. Even in his house, I'll say Mr. Peter. Can I not call him Peter? I can sometimes, but there are some areas that he will be at. I'll call him Mr. Peter. I'll call him Mr. P, because he deserves that respect, because he's wearing different garments. There are moments where he's just that guy, and the moment where he's that guy that is known all over the world. And we are called ourselves. When I'm in a professional setting, if I say, call me Dr. Kaffy, call me Dr. Kaffy. If we are in an informal setting and I need it to be name-based only, I will let you know that it's name-based only. You shouldn't be mad at that. We all need to reparent ourselves. And an average Nigerian, African in general, we have self-esteem issues. We all have insecurities. And I know that we all express those insecurities in different ways and manner. Some of us, our natural go-to is defensive, and we subject people to be lower to feel higher. It's a natural human behavioral thing, especially one that is traumatized or has been put in that place while they are growing up. Even I have to deprogram myself and say, I have to catch myself. Awareness is key. We cannot change all the mindsets of people, but it's important to have conversations that are balanced in the airwaves so that one is not overshadowing the other and becomes a toxic space when at least a voice of reason is not put forward. Both men and women have flaws. Humanity has flaws, but we should address issues as they come. And we should be able to step up to accountability where necessary for either men or for women. Women I've seen a woman who just walking into her office. There's some people that, like I said, just by base of your career, there's some people just want to speak to you anyhow. And I'm not the only one that experienced this. Not only me as a dancer, photographers experience it, fitness trainers experience it. So many people experience it. And you just say, hey, I know that dancer. The way they even say it themselves, if you are not strong in the conviction of who you are, what you do, you almost want to go mad. Like, is this work? Is this not dignifying enough? How you cannot go right in the eyes of the world. We can balance perspective. Let's honor each other. There's nothing wrong with being honored. There's nothing wrong with speaking to a situation and taking accountability for that situation. Titles are not placing a human over the other. They are just there to create structure and order, especially when we are called to serve.